Hey guys, and welcome back to another new Animal Crossing video. Recently, I asked you guys, send me your Animal Crossing hot takes and I'll be sharing and responding to all my faves in a video. Now, if you don't know what a hot take is, it's basically an unpopular opinion. It may be a little bit of an opinion that people won't necessarily agree with. So I think these are quite a lot of fun, and I'm going to try and go over all my favorites in this video. Of course, I won't be able to go over every one, but if you guys like this video and, you show it some support and you really enjoy it, let me know and hopefully I'll be doing some more of these. So let's get straight into it. Brooke Crawford says, buying a slingshot is now a complete waste of 500 bells. The god-awful balloon furniture set destroyed every ounce of childlike wonder I used to feel at the sight and sound of a gift blowing through the breeze. Now, as we're going through this list, these are going to become progressively more unpopular, I think. This one actually seems to be quite popular, so I don't know if I'd really call it a hot take. Maybe it's more of a hot take on like Nintendo's part because they seem to love the balloon furniture. I really don't. I think the balloon furniture is a complete waste, and it's not something I want at all. I'm hoping they'll change this up a lot in Animal Crossing New Horizons. But where do the gifts come from? That's what I want to know. Monica Silva says, using amiibo cards to get your dream villagers in ACNL is their version of pay to win. You know what, I do kind of agree with this, but at the same time, I think this is such a harmless and optional feature that it's not really a problem. I know a lot of people really dislike this one, and some people even said this ruined the game for them. But honestly, I'm gonna be real, I think that's a bit dramatic. I don't think you should let one thing ruin the game for you. You don't need to buy them. You don't need to let anyone else using them affect your gameplay. It's really optional, and it's something that you don't have to, do at all, so I don't really see it as a big deal. Bees said, everyone worships Bob, but y'all are sleeping on Lolly's adorable design. I like Lolly a lot, but I don't agree with this, and I don't think it's an unpopular opinion. Lolly tends to be on people's dreamy lists quite a lot. She's one of the most popular villagers. And also, I'm sorry, but she's just not as good as Bob. Bob is a lot better. Cooper Harlan says, every jock character is annoying. I don't agree with this one again. I'm gonna just say that I think the jock characters are the sort of characters you're supposed to dislike at first, but then as you get to know them and you talk to them more, they become more lovable. They're kind of like your annoying little brother, and some of them even feel like older brothers. So I think you just need to get to know them a bit better, and then they're a bit less annoying. Maybe though, some of them are just going to be annoying for you no matter what. I can't say. Stacy Smith says, the lack of official Animal Crossing merch is disappointing. Again, not really a unpopular opinion or a hot take, because I think most people would agree they want more merch. But at the same time, I think this is like an unpopular opinion on Nintendo's side. They seem to think we don't want it. Nintendo, if you ever watch my videos, hi by the way, please give us more Animal Crossing merch. People will buy it. You should see how intense the fans are for this series, including me. And we really want more merchandise, so please give us more merchandise, plushies, you name it. Sonic from the Bronx. I'm not going to cut that, I'm going to leave that in. Sonic from the Bronx said, Animal Crossing New Leaf's music sounds lifeless compared to other games. I don't agree with this. I think the Animal Crossing New Leaf music is actually really good. I don't know if any of the games really have any bad music, to be honest with you. It's just so good. Pocket Camps is not great, I'll be honest, but all of the other ones are so good. Have we been listening to the same soundtrack? Have we? Because the music in New Leaf is really great. Eterna Midnight said, sometimes I get a little salty that so many of the girls in Animal Crossing look and dress the same, like pure perfect pastel princesses, usually with bow wigs. I kind of feel the same way about totally perfectly developed towns with perfect fancy pattern paths and perfectly placed fields of hybrids lining them, usually pink roses. Don't they all look kind of the same then? Doesn't feel natural or unique. But I guess I can respect the work put in after watching a few Dreamtown tours, and people are free to enjoy their own taste. So I'm kind of split on this one. At the same time, I don't really like it when everyone's towns are the same or everyone dresses the same. But at the same time, really you should just play the game how you want to play it. If you want to look a certain way, that's completely fine. If you want your town to be perfect, that's completely fine. If you want your town to be more natural, that's also completely fine. If you want to be more unique, that's also completely fine. I think the thing about Animal Crossing that's so great is everyone is different. Even if a lot of us do things the same, There's always going to be someone out there who's different, and even with your own town, even if your town is quite similar to someone else's, there are still going to be things in it that are going to be different from another player's. And so yeah, I don't really see this as a problem. I definitely get why it might bother some people to see people sort of use the same style for everything, but at the same time, it's not really an issue within the games. Jessica Spur said, Tom Nook is a good boy and I'm proud he's moving up in the world. That's all. I think a lot more people are starting to agree with this one recently, but I would say at least half of the fandom still calls this guy a crook. And I definitely can't agree with that. Tom Nook is a great guy. I even made a video on why Tom Nook is not a bad guy, and I highly recommend you checking that out. Mariah said, Animal Amiibo Festival. Amiibo Festival is actually pretty good. I feel like it got hate because it wasn't a mainline Animal Crossing on the Wii U, but I really liked it for what it was. It just had unfortunate timing and circumstances. So as much as I love to meme on this game, I do agree with you, the timing was the biggest problem. The fact there wasn't another mainline Animal Crossing game out at the same time and people were waiting, yet they announced this, really upset people. But at the same time, I don't agree that it's a good game. I do think it gets perhaps a bit too much vitriol from fans. Like, when I'm saying it, it's pretty much as a joke, to be honest. I have not played the game. I've seen a lot of footage from it and watched other people play. I've never played it myself. But basically, I do think it gets a bit too much hate from people. But in terms of actually memeing on it, I'm definitely for that, because it's not a great game. It really isn't. Guppy G says, Isabelle is overrated, and also I love the profile picture because that's that change my mind meme, which is exactly what these hot takes is all about. And I agree with you, Isabelle is overrated. Does this make her a bad character? No, not at all. Isabelle is a good character. She does a lot of good stuff for us, but at the same time she can be really annoying, and I don't really like the fact they made her like the main character of New Leaf. I think that should be Tom Nook's role, and I'm glad he's come back into it. This dude, NT3000, said, Pascal. Now, I'm not sure if you read the prompt. This is not a hot take. I mean, I really can't figure out what you're trying to say here, but Pascal. I enjoyed reading this comment. I like your profile picture, so I put you in here, so have fun. Jessica Richards said, I want characters to be mean to me again. Mean, rude characters are way more fun than perpetually nice ones. Okay, so I'm not really sure this is like a hot take anymore because so many people seem to agree with this one, and quite a few people said this. But at the same time, Nintendo definitely doesn't agree with us on this. They want to keep the characters really nice. They gotta make them mean again. Come on, Nintendo, please. Add more varied dialogue. We really want to see more varied dialogue for the games. It is so important. I would say the dialogue in the game is more important than adding new features. I'm just gonna put that out there. If you make a really well written game, people are gonna look back and appreciate that much more than, say, a vaulting pole. Not that I don't love the vaulting pole, by the way. I also asked you guys on Twitter. You guys can follow me at Crossing Channel. I post lots of cool stuff there. It's definitely worth a follow if you like my channel. Dramakins said, small houses are better than large ones. It's hard to clutter a massive space. I agree with this. I do really find it hard to decorate my house when it's too big, but at the same time, the completionist in me can't leave them like small. I have to make them big, but I really do struggle to decorate them. I'm not exactly the most creative person out there. Wanted to say, by the way, Dramakins is also an Animal Crossing streamer on Twitch, and they've started doing videos on YouTube. I really recommend her content. It's very wholesome. It's very great. So definitely check them out. Spooky Mayan said, messy hair is epic and time traveling isn't all that bad. I could talk about this for quite a while. I'm going to try and keep it brief because the video is getting on a bit. I do like messy hair. I usually keep that on my character. And time traveling really isn't as bad as people say. Again, I think it's good to just let people play the games how they want. Maybe it's not the intended way, but at the same time, it really isn't killing anyone if someone else time travels. But at the same time, it is something you can live without, and no one has to time travel. I'm sorry, but you really don't. Taffling Waller said, I don't bother to play with the sound on, and Arctic Eleonora, sorry if I said that wrong, said, wait, who would? I always play with sound if possible. I agree with the second reply. You should play with the sound on. I don't know what you're doing, my dude. The sound is like one of the best parts of Animal Crossing. Please play with the sound on, come on. Big Brain Dude said, I'm not yet convinced on the art style for New Horizons. MediGeek said, it's literally the same art style as the others but in HD. Y'all are just not used to Animal Crossing being in 180p. I can see why people aren't used to it yet, but at the same time, I do really like the art style of the games. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just think people need to get used to it. It really isn't as plasticky as people say, and so what if it is anyway? It's a refined art style. Hot Flowpick said, you shouldn't be punished half as bad for leaving the game for a month in ACNL. I agree, the punishments are way too bad, but at the same time, do you really need to leave for a month? I mean, if something really bad happens, yes, definitely, I agree with that. But at the same time, you could easily check in sometime within a month. I'm sorry, it really isn't that hard to log on once, check out your villages, and I'm sure they'll make this even better in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now we're moving on to a different segment in my video called the Crossing Art Corner, where I show off you guys' beautiful Animal Crossing art. Let's get straight into it. I recently gave you this prompt. I said, draw this cat as Bob, and you guys came through as you usually do. You're all amazing. So let's check out the entries of this crying cat. Stardusty Draws gave me this cartoony, amazing Bob. Look at his eyes, they're melting. Poor baby. Plesioff said, truly the saddest. I agree. This is truly the saddest one, and it's a great drawing. Crit Artist said, sad Bob Hours, poor lad. A really, really cute piece. I love the details on this one. Poor baby. Omoy Bocci said, here he is, my entry for the saddest Bob. This is such a great one. I love the computer in the background and the posters as well. It's really great. Shmobble said, first time joining your Crossing Art Corner prompt. Hope you like my sad Bob. I love it. It's really great. Very cute, this one. It reminds me of a real cat. Omtai sent in this crying Bob. He's definitely a very sad cat and a very cute one as well. Thank you. Sarah Uwu Crossing said, I know compared to the other ones this is bad, but here you go. Not bad at all. This one's actually really, really great. I love the background and I love the fact it's hand drawn. Mario Kart 3456 said, here's my first Crossing Art Corner drawing. Well, that's amazing for your first one. I really love it. Did a great job. Livy Davixi, sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Here's my first one. I love it. It's really, really cute. Love the details. Osseo Lotus said, sniff. Again, a very, very cute Bob. His tears are very realistic in this one. Very cute. Starchan Tyra said, here's my entry. I love how this one is in a comic. Please let me play Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's really, really cute. Me too. Hoppy Sprout said, when you haven't seen the mayor in 26 months. I could never do this to my boy Bob. I actually regularly check on him. I love this entry. Jelly Creep sent in this. Didn't come out as good as a sketch, but, well, it came out amazingly, so I don't know what you're talking about. This is a brilliant entry, and thank you so much for sending it in. Joshi Animations said, well, Animations, they sent in this Why Bob. This one made me laugh a lot. It's really great. Thank you for that. Poltergust 234 sent in this sort of meme edited one. I really like it. This one made me laugh a lot as well, and it's true. Zan26114 sent in this. That feel when you missed out Yay Day again. Really cute. I love the art style on this one. Kind of reminds me of a rabbit in a way. Neve McKenna sent in this hand-drawn Bob. They say it's pretty bad, but I disagree. It's actually amazing, and thank you for sending it in. So the next one you guys are prompted to put in, if you would like, is draw this cat as Bob. Of course, it is Smudge, the meme cat at the table. This is going to be a fun one. You've already sent in some entries. You've got until next Saturday, November 16th to send it in, so I'd love to see your entries. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was fun to go over some of your Animal Crossing unpopular opinions and of course your art. You can subscribe for more Animal Crossing content, show the video some love by leaving a like and of course commenting down below if you enjoyed. And also, thank you to my patrons. I will catch you guys in the next video.